All reactions in this program are improvised and have not been rehearsed. Portions of said reactions not affecting the outcome have been edited and/or recreated.
Welcome to Season 2 of
What's on this tape?
For the past year, I've been finding some really interesting stuff, both on VHS and Betamax.
Awesome!
And now that I've got more room in my storage unit, I can fill it with more.
Wait, what?
That's right. I recently found a large cache of even more unlabeled mystery tapes to go through.
Sweet!
There could literally be anything on these. So it's time once again to find out
What's on this tape? 56!
Okay, now this just screams PBS.
The Winter Palace was begun in 1754, 29 years after the death of Peter the Great.
Boring. Let's go forward.
Good evening. I'm Greg Sherwood, here this evening with...
Oh god, I definitely don't want to keep this tape now.
Everyone to tonight's...
Hermitage. I always thought it was pronounced Hermitage. I do like that Muskorsky music, though, since it was used as the theme of The New Statesman with Rick Mayall. Really worth checking out, especially in this day and age. And of course, there's more begging for money.
Hello, I'm Diana Rigg.
There's no escape!
I'm Julie Andrews.
Uh-huh. Somebody else connected with the Muppets.
Sense of duty. And there's certainly nothing wrong with accepting the obligation to pay for the programs we value. But I prefer to think of my support for public television as an opportunity rather than a duty. You see, when we make a pledge, we're also making a powerful statement about the kinds of programs we want from our public television service. We're saying that a particular program or series is worth having, regardless of the fact that it might not command a large enough audience to air on any other network.
Yeah, there's a lot of great British comedies out there that PBS hasn't picked up, but probably should. Yeah, so this tape contains all 3 installments of The Hermitage. They're not complete, but who gives a shit? On to the next tape.
57!
This sounds kind of distorted. Like maybe it was recorded in a format other than NTSC. Because this is usually how it sounds when I play a PAL tape in an NTSC VCR. But, yeah, usually I would see a picture in black and white, but here all I'm seeing is static. Oh, wait, now I see. It says Liberace Tribute, 30 minutes, sound only. Makes sense. Then it says Ice Station Zebra, 3 hour, Rock Hudson, 68. And then I think that says Laura or Zara, 2 hour, 40 minutes, Gene Tierney, G. Andreas, 44. Can't really read that. But yeah, I'm gonna see if this stuff that's written here is really on this tape. Let's see. Oh no! Another mystery episode!
In 1903, that Conan Doyle finally
But at least it's a Vincent Price episode.
life in Bothfall. And we're about to find out right now in the adventure of the empty house.
The Empty House. I think we've got that on another tape.
It's available in
And at least the antenna reception gets better towards the end.
Next on Frontline, it will be a natural disaster which could devastate the entire country.
I wonder if this was before or after the Loma Prieta earthquake. But that was in like October 89, and well, I don't know how long they kept that PBS logo that we just saw and replaced it with the glass-looking one. Okay, but now it looks like we've got the overture of Ice Station Zebra. I guess the label was right.
976-3334, a number you can call to meet someone new.
Well,
Whoa.
blonde hair, blue eyes.
Are you good looking?
I think so.
Wow, it's that easy? I could just call this 976 number and hook up with a chick?
How about Friday night at 7?
Oh, terrific. I'll wear my new miniskirt. You'll love it.
A miniskirt. She wears mainly denim. I wonder if she could pull off a miniskirt.
Fantastic.
I called. Why don't you?
Yeah, if it's that easy, maybe I will.
I often have 10 appointments a day. I can't afford to be late, not ever. That's why I call 976-WAKE. For just $2, I get a prompt reminder that makes sure I never miss an important appointment. It works just like a hotel wake-up service.
Geez, it seems kind of ludicrous to pay $2 just to wake up when, you could just get an alarm clock and save. But I guess not everyone remembers to bring their alarm clock when they travel. February 87. So this is like very shortly before they became a Fox station. Entr'acte. Yeah, they also had one of these in It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. This must have been one of those epics.
Join me with President Emmanuel Lewis, Sammy Nominee, Wyndham Marcelli, and Jim Tatum from the new series, The Detelling.
Aw, we miss you, Joan. And, looks like Ice Station Zebra has finally reached its end.
Thank you for watching Ice Station Z.
I didn't know couches could fly. Maybe only in the SF area where people could actually afford a flying couch.
Won't you join us?
Woohoo! Fries? I thought that was an electronics store. R.I.P. I wonder why they're using the theme from Beverly Hills Cop. America's Black Forum. Dun 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 dun. Oh, Julian Bond. He hosted SNL once.
Popularity and influence in the wake of the Iran-Contra controversy.
Yeah, this was a big story back then.
Reports that 64% of Americans believe that the Iran affair has impaired the president's effectiveness.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
John Conyers Jr.
The way Laura Hunt was murdered night before last.
So this is Laura. Again, the label was right. And so this is part of the Carpet Movie Show. The end. It should say buy bonds in this theater, because this was like a war movie. Anyway, that's the end of this old tape. So let's trudge on over to the next one.
68.
I have never been one to shrink from a challenge.
Shrink.
I'm sure that we'll all enjoy many happy years here.
So this looks like one Frasier episode. Let's see if there are any more. Lily Tomlin. Yeah, I wonder what she's up to today. After Grace and Frankie. Two Frasiers. Three Frasiers. 4. This looks like an original airing. 5. 6. Looks like another original airing.
Rated PG in theaters everywhere December 18th.
So this is definitely 1998.
First time I held these shots in my hand.
Is this Jim Gaffigan?
Kodak Advantage camera. Look at that one.
I wonder, I don't really follow his work, but if you think it is, leave it in the comments.
My character's name is Slim, and he's a walking stick bug.
Get up there now! You always pass me at the pole.
Yeah, what better way to advertise this film than during the commercials in Frasier? 7. 8, 9.
Ladies whose swagger, sensitivity, and sex appeal make the movies magical on the good, the bad, and the beautiful.
Channel 9 celebrates
That looks pretty
Hollywood's favorite
interesting.
leading ladies tonight, beginning at 8.
Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 names, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. The good, the bad, and the beautiful. 15! Yes, 15 names! Easy there, Count. I'm gonna go forward and see if this is complete. Nice. It is complete. Except for the end credits. Aha! 10 Frasers! So if that documentary is not available on VHS, I may have to transfer it. That'd be cool. 11! 12! Yes, 12 Frasers on this tape. I wonder if there's anything else to count on the next one.
59.
Oh boy, more of this. Jeez, Count, I didn't know you liked murder shows. I don't. I just like counting them. Yeah, that is more fun than watching these, I'll give you that. Charlie Starkweather. That's 1.
His name was Dan White, and he had represented an Irish working-class Catholic area of the city.
Oh, wow.
32-year-old, had served in Vietnam.
Yeah, my grandpa actually met Moscone like weeks before he passed away. That's 2. Looks like another one. That's 3. Actually, Count, that was a fragment of a Pablo Escobar profile. So this is number 3 on the tape. Whatever you say, G-Man. The A6 murder. That's 3. Assassination of JFK. That's 4. Hitler in the Nuremberg trial. That's 5. That's 6. Assassination of MLK. That was actually covered in a Geraldo episode that we saw previously. It was actually debated. 7. Assassination of Gandhi. 8. That's 9. I bet he ran a bunch of red lights. This one has really bad reception. It's about Charles Whitman. That's 10. I think we saw this one already. So, all in all, that was 10 episodes of Great Crimes and Trials. Yeah, 11 if you count that incomplete repeat at the end. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for tape 60. Me too!
60.
Alright, SNL. Now, I'm only including stills here because otherwise it might get flagged. Alright, so this is the cold open with Ross Perot and Admiral Stockdale. This is originally from Christopher Walken, Arrested Development, October 92. It's one of my dad's favorites. Oh, SNL remembers Phil Hartman. This must have been like shortly after he got killed. Okay, so the sketches in this one include the Sinatra Group. This is from the episode hosted by Sting in January 91. Okay, and it does have commercials.
More wood in a nearby house, go full.
They wouldn't let us work on A Bug's Life or Ants, so we did this instead. This one is Discover the World of Science. I don't remember which episode this is from, but Phil's character takes the cover off of an atom of californium, which is super dangerous. We have the commercial for Compulsion by Calvin Klein. Oh, Jan Hooks, she was great. Alright, so this is next week's bumper, and that's an indication that this aired on June 13th, 1998. Wow. So laptops were that thick back then. Oh, this is a classic one. It's from the Tom Arnold, Neil Young episode from December 92. It's like where Clinton goes to a McDonald's and takes everybody's food and talks about food being intercepted by warlords. Really on the nose. Yeah, and here he is as Donahue, one of his popular impressions. I think there was even a German version he did called Donheiser, but this isn't it. Oh, and this is a great one where Barbara Bush and Nancy Reagan throw shade at each other. And the one where Ron Reagan puts on his presidential facade for a few minutes while he gets his picture taken with a Girl Scout. Oh, yes, and you can't do a tribute to Phil without Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer. Gas Plus gives you gas. The legendary Happy Fun Ball. Oh, and that's Siobhan Fallon as the judge. That means it's from the 91-92 season, because that's the only season she was on. And here's a montage of impressions, starting with Not Gonna Phone It In, Governor Mario Cuomo, Ted Kennedy, and that's Kevin Nealon as Joe Biden. That's He Who Shall Not Be Named, known today as Cheeto Mussolini. Jim and Tammy Faye Baker. There he is as Jesus. Charlton Heston. I like my vagina. Yeah, even though Adam Sandler and Rob Schneider are in this sketch, it really belongs to Phil. Johnny Cash. Michael Caine. Telly Savalas. Who loves you, baby? Burt Reynolds. DeForest Kelly, I guess. Matlock! Bing Crosby. It's actually from his second episode with Malcolm Jamal Warner, The Crosby Show. Joey and Cindy Adams, whoever they are. Hey-o! And during the commercials, we've got a reminder of when the market was flooded with SNL Best Of compilations in the days before YouTube. Yeah, I still think these are the best ways to get turned on to the show.
Divx, the best way to watch movies at home.
Oh, now that's ancient. Oh, yes, Johnny O'Connor. I think he and Lovitz did this at their audition. I think you're a lousy actor, Johnny, and I get 500 letters a day telling me the same. And we got another montage with Sassy's Sassiest Boys, the Anal Retentive Chef. This is the drill sergeant bit from the beginning of the Matthew Modine episode from 88. And Susan, the German she-male from Sprockets. Fire bad! White Trachis Grandis Priestess. I bet this was done by Spike Brandt and Tony Cervoni. Oh, and this is a good one. This is about a guy who's starring in a revival of The King and I, and, you know, everyone's obsessing over the fact that he's not Yul Brynner, and he's being all passive-aggressive about it. And, of course, there's the classic homoerotic moment from Green Hilly with Alec Baldwin. First time he hosted back in 1990. Something about Anne Boleyn. That's from an episode hosted by Candice Bergen. Not sure whether it's 87 or 90. Aw, season's greetings from Tonto Tarson and Frankenstein. And finally, a moment of silence for our dear departed friend. And we got a different recording here.
In a land of liberty and freedom. Now comes the remarkable.
It's like PBS. Yep, KQED.
Pablo Picasso, the most famous painter of the 20th century. In his lifetime, he created 20,000 works of art.
Looks like he's painting a nutsack.
Was himself, often disguised.
Yeah, there was a great SNL sketch with John Lovitz. I'm Picasso!
Our theme,
Turning everything around him into a work of art.
Picasso paints Picasso.
Okay, this looks like an interesting special. And it is complete. It's produced by South Carolina ETV and funded by the CPB. Alright, well these 5 tapes had their ups and downs. The downs being the Hermitage mystery episode we've seen before, but at least it's just that one. And more episodes of Great Crimes and Trials. But we had some ups as well, including some amusing commercials, a neat-looking documentary about women in movies, and an SNL compilation for someone who truly deserves one, and a Picasso documentary. I wonder what exciting stuff I'm going to find on the next few tapes. Tune in and find out with me next week. And as always,
Adios, muchachos. Stay tuned for the next episode of What's on This Tape, where even more hidden content will be revealed.